of children who are sexually abused allude to just how many adult survivors exist. The DC Rape Crisis Center estimates that 1 out of 4 girls and 1 out of every 6 boys are sexually abused before the age of 18. And there are an estimated 39 million survivors of childhood sexual abuse just here in America. I observed during my research when I was looking through different web pages, one of them had called Livestrong, that's of Lance Armstrong organization, that a couple of people put their personal stories of how they had been through and what they had to go through in order to, after they became adults as a result of their childhood sexual abuse. There were 20 pages of responses of people who shared their own experiences and was glad that there was finally somewhere to put it through. And just that was just one website, and it's overwhelmed me about how many people are actually out there and how much pain is out there. Because oftentimes, most of the time, we only hear the success stories of people who made it through and built a huge corporation. With such high numbers of survivors in existence, I was naturally led to wonder what happens to those who don't become celebrity success stories. The abuse survivors experience in childhood tend to manifest in adulthood as emotional issues. Ken Singer, a licensed social worker who works for Male Survivor, a website that offers support for overcoming the effects of childhood abuse, explained the cycle concept of self-defeating behaviors of survivors. First, there's what's called like a build-up stage, and that's where something happens. You may say something to someone and not know that they have that issue, and it triggers the memories, even the physical feelings that they went through when they were being abused. The next thing, the second stage, is the withdrawal, where after the trigger has initiated, people will pull back from everyone in order to somewhat kind of protect themselves. Also, they're already feeling victimized, so they don't feel safe around people. And that stage actually is the worst thing you can do, because when you're being by yourself like that, that pain gets too much and you're forced to move into the next stage, which is called pre-behavior. That's where issues, behaviors such as substance abuse, overeating, promiscuity all kick in. And after that, even revenge and thoughts of self-harm and cutting. And what they'll do is once they act on it, that moves it into the post-behavior, where guilt and remorse of, it's kind of like, if I know I'm not supposed to eat that donut, but I eat it anyway, and then it's like it's good while I'm eating it, but later on when I step on the scale, I feel the guilt or feel the result. And that's basically what they go through emotionally. One of the biggest drawbacks and challenges that come along with dealing with all these emotions is because they become victims again because they have low self-esteem. And a lot of times they feel alone because no one else understands why they have things acting out, such as post-traumatic stress syndrome, multiple personality disorders, or anything else like that. In closing, I want to read just one of the comments off of the Livestrong article. And while I'm reading this, I'd just like you to keep in mind of the 39 million people out there that don't belong to that didn't make it successfully through it, like Oprah Winfrey. And her comment was, "I don't have time for all the airy-fairy, let's gather crystals and dance naked under the moon bull crap. I'm angry, and if I find one of those bastards who abuse me, I'll rip their necks out with my bare teeth. Men have no idea of the effect taking a child's innocence away from her has on later life. As they get off with girls who are at the time powerless, they will not care even if they did know how they are affecting a whole life. The shame of never feeling as good as others, and worst of all, that deep, heavy, dark shadow that is always sitting there inside, like someone downloaded a program into you when you were manufactured and you can't erase it. I wish some men could be erased. I will heal one day, but there will never be forgiveness. Thank you.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need a hand getting anything set up? Thank you, Bob.
This one, right? No? Gotta go into this one first, I guess. See it? It's called, the Hugs Project. It's the Hugs Project for military. You can't find it in there. It was in the office files.
Is it under the PowerPoint, under that folder? Under the office folder?
It's only,
Yeah, I think so, it was under the PowerPoint.
thank
There it
you.
is. Okay. Because some of them were started.
Good call. Whoever that was.
That one just
I was
different.
gonna say, Matt, if that was you, then your eyes are definitely 2015. Because I can't see it.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah, hold on a minute.